Welcome to our Bay Village virtual trike and bike. We are so glad that you are with us this morning. We are going to have a lot of fun. We have a fun program planned for you. We're going to hear from researchers and from patients from Cleveland Clinic's Children's, and we're going to participate in some really fun activities and also hear from some very special guests. We want you to be part of the program, so make sure that you use this hashtag on social media, hashtag trike and bike, and make sure you post them on all of your social media pages to see yourself in the program. We also want to hear from you, so throughout the program, we're going to ask you poll questions, and you can scan the QR code on the screen to participate in those polls. So let's get started with our first poll question. What was your favorite trike and bike activity? First, we would like to thank the junior riders for participating in today's event. While you weren't able to ride your bikes together, we are so happy that you were able to do this virtually. Next, we want to thank the parents. Thank you so much for signing up your kids to be a part of this, and 100% of what you raised goes toward the cause and the mission. And finally, we want to thank our sponsors of the Bay Village Trike and Bike. Without your support, it would not be possible, especially our main sponsor, Cedar Point. Now we would like to introduce a really special guest to our program, Dr. Robbie Hanna, Chair of Pediatric Hematology and Oncology at Cleveland Clinic Children's. He's going to share how your fundraising efforts make an impact on all of our patients. A special thanks to our bicycle sponsor, Highland Software, for bringing us this interview.
Dear kids and family, thank you so much for participation in Velasano Kids. I am really so thankful that every one of you trying to participate during this difficult time. So at first, I want to wish you all safety, and please stay safe and be socially distanced so we can try to beat together this virus and continue in our fight to cure cancer. As you all know, cancer doesn't stop. And I'm very grateful for all the support we have done through the years for Velasano Kids to raise funds to support the research to treat kids with childhood cancer at Cleveland Clinic Children's. We have done great improvement over the years, and I am so proud that almost 80% of all kids with cancer nowadays are treated and survive. But at the same time, there is many of them that they end with long-term side effects. That's why we have to do better. That's why we need your support, because only 4% of the federal money goes to support childhood cancer. And we depend on communities and generous donation from people like you to support our research in the fight against childhood cancer. I am so proud to say your money that you helped us raise the last few years went to projects like Dr. Seth Roth's to help kids with fertility issues. Last year, we also issued our Velasano Kids Award to support Dr. Trucco in his research to find a new medication to treat Ewing sarcoma. With that, I am really so grateful, and I'm looking forward for the activities that we are going to do through Velasano Virtual. And with that, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all because you are our superhero. Let's hear now from some of our researchers that they are doing a great project about childhood cancer.
I'm so grateful for Velosano Kids and the funding they provided, which is allowing us to open a clinical trial to help kids with cancer. We're repurposing a drug called disulfiram to see if it can overcome a lot of the resistance that we see in childhood cancers. This trial will have the potential to really improve the outcome of kids fighting cancer, and this kind of work can't happen without the support of foundations and philanthropy like Velosano. So thank you so much for this support.
Another huge thanks to Dr. Hanna and Dr. Trucco. Because of your fundraising effort, you are able to help fund projects like this and make a huge impact in the fight against pediatric cancer. Now that you've heard about the type of research that's being done at the Cleveland Clinic Children's, we'd like to hear from a patient, Tommy DeLambo. He shares his journey with pediatric cancer.
Hi, I'm Tommy DeLambo. I'm 12 years old, and 4 years ago, when I was in the 2nd grade, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had something that is hard to pronounce, Burkitt's non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Basically, the left side of my jaw had something that started as the size of a grape and doubled in size daily until it was more like the size of a grapefruit. At first, I thought it was an infection, and then they took a biopsy and found out that it was cancer. I had to start treatment right away, and a lot of things changed for me. I couldn't go back to school, I couldn't do sports, I couldn't go to the pool, and I couldn't be around my friends. I remember having to take my first communion early without the rest of my class, so I'd be done before my hair fell out from chemo. I missed family outings to the Indians game and the 4th of July fireworks. I was in the hospital for what felt like forever. Getting a lot of tests and taking a lot of medicine I didn't like. Having cancer and being in the hospital is scary, but the people at Cleveland Clinic really helped me through that tough time. They kept me busy with arts and crafts and ukulele lessons. They made it possible for me to play video games in my room, and they even had a teacher to visit me and help me with my schoolwork. The nurses and doctors were really nice and cheered me up on their visits. Thanks to Cleveland Clinic, I was treated successfully, and I am happy and healthy today. When I was in the hospital, my dream was to get better so one day I could play football. That dream came true. For the past 2 years, I have played for the Hudson Hawks, and this year I will be playing for Hudson Middle School. Thank you for being part of Velosano 2020 Trike Bike. By raising money for Cleveland Clinic, you can help kids like me. What you are doing makes a difference. You are helping kids right here, close to home, kids just like me. But that's enough about me. Today's about you and what you're doing to help others. So get on your bikes and let's ride.
Thank you, Tommy, for sharing your story. We are so happy that you're back playing football and also feeling well. Now we would like to ask our next poll question and see who our best guessers are. How much do you think we raised for the Bay Village Trike Bike? Now we'd like to highlight the few fundraisers that really just went above and beyond in the fundraising efforts. Congratulations to our top individual fundraiser and also our top fundraising team. finally, let's reveal the total amount raised by all of you for pediatric cancer research at Cleveland Clinic Children's. Remember, 100% of this total supports the cause. So what an incredible amount of money. Great job to everybody. Thank you so much. Some very special guests sent in videos to get you ready to ride. Slider, let's let those kids loose.
What's up, guys? It's Colin Sexton from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I want to say thank you so much for participating in this year's Trike and Bike for fundraising for pediatric cancer research at Cleveland Clinic Children's. You all are inspiring to me, inspiring to all of us, and I hope you have an amazing day and a blast riding your bikes today.
And it's time for our final poll question. How did you feel when you were fundraising for pediatric cancer research? Now that Slider got you moving, a few of our local partners for Bay Village Trike and Bike has some fun activities for you.
Hi boys and girls, thank you so much for doing the Bay Village Trike and Bike. My name is Miss Kelly and I am going to be reading you a book called Duck on a Bike, and then we are going to, I've got some pictures here, we are going to make a fun bike tire. This book was written by David Shannon and illustrated by David Shannon. One day, down on the farm, Duck got a wild idea. I bet I could ride a bike, he thought. He waddled over to where the boy parked his bike, climbed on, and began to ride. At first, he rode very slowly, and he wobbled a lot, but it was fun. Duck rode past Cow and waved to her. "Hello, Cow," said Duck. "Moo," said Cow. But what she thought was, a duck on a bike? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. The duck rode past Sheep. "Hello, Sheep," said Duck. "Bah," said Sheep. But what she thought was, he is going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Duck was riding better now. He rode past Dog. "Hello, Dog," said Duck. "Woof," said Dog. But what he thought was, that's a mighty neat trick. Then Duck rode past Cat. "Hello, Cat," said Duck. "Meow," said Cat. But what she thought was, I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike. Duck pedaled a little faster. He rode past Horse. "Hello, Horse." "Nay," said Horse. But what he thought was, you're still not as fast as me, Duck. Duck rang his bell as he rode towards Chicken. "Hello, Chicken," said Duck. "Cluck, cluck," said Chicken. But what she thought was, watch where you're going, Duck. Then Duck rode past Goat. "Hello, Goat," said Duck. "Meh," said Goat. But what he thought was, I'd like to eat that bike. Duck stood on the seat and rode past Pig and Pig. "Hello, Pig," said Duck. "Oink," said Pig and Pig. But what they thought was, Duck is such a show-off. Then Duck rode no hands past Mouse. "Hello, Mouse," said Duck. "Squeak," said Mouse. But what he thought was, I wish I could ride a bike just like Duck. All right, so what we are going to need for our wheel, our bike tire or wheel, is a paper plate, or you could cut a paper circle, and I used a quarter for the middle, just like that. And then I used for the edges a little note card. So you're just going to take and you're going to trace around your quarter, and then you're going to use your note card, and you're going to just take, I'll show you guys how I did it. You're just going to take and you're going to make lines just like that. And then you can color it any color. I made mine very colorful, but you could do yours with just a black tire. And these little things in here are a spoke. And this tire is one of my most favorite shapes, a circle. All right, thanks so much for joining me, guys. And thanks again for doing the Bay Village Trike and Bike. Bye-bye.
Hi everybody, I'm Katie Brown with Inner Bliss Yoga Studio. I am so proud of each and every one of you for your participation in the Bay Village Virtual Trike and Bike today. I think it's amazing what you guys are doing, and I'm so proud and honored to be a part of this. So I am a yoga teacher, and I'm going to get you guys ready for today's ride by leading you through a short yoga practice that will get your body and your mind ready for what you're about to do. So everybody, if you have a yoga mat, you can lay out your mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, it's not a big deal. We'll come to the top of your mat if you have it. You're going to stand with your feet about hips width apart. Allow your palms to face forward and find a nice tall spine. Take a breath in, reach your arms up and over your head, look up to the sky. And then forward fold, you'll touch your toes and bow over your legs and empty. And then lengthen your spine. So this is called a halfway lift. You'll stretch your chest away from your thighs. Plant your palms and step back to high plank pose. It's a high push-up. You guys have got this. You're really strong. Take a big breath in and then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Press the tops of your feet down. So that's the toenail side down. And lift your chest up. Come to a low cobra pose. Exhale, lower your forehead. Tuck your toes under. Lift your legs up and press back to downward facing dog with a big exhale. So we'll take a big breath in together and then open your mouth and let that breath go. Now inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, put a bend in your knees, step your feet forward in between your hands. Empty that breath out. Halfway lengthen your spine, breathe in. Lead with your heart and fold. Press down through your feet, rise all the way up to stand. Stretch your fingers really high and look up. Exhale, forward fold, and empty that breath. Find a long spine, that's your halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to high plank. Take a big breath in, lower all the way down to your belly. Lift your chest up again for that baby cobra pose. Exhale and lower your forehead. Tuck your toes under, lift your thighs, press back to a downward facing dog, and empty your breath. We'll do one more sun salutation together. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and bring your feet forward in between your hands. Lengthen your spine halfway. Breathe in, lead with your heart and fold. Breathe out. Press down, rise all the way up and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Empty that breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to high plank, high push-up pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Lift your chest up, come to low cobra. Exhale and lower your forehead. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Let's all take a big deep breath in together and then let that breath go. And then very, very slowly, we'll come up to stand. So we're gonna finish up with 3 lion's breaths today. So lion's breaths are really fun and they're really energizing and they're gonna get you all ready for your ride today. And so you're gonna start with your arms up and over your head and take a big breath in, look up, and then when you exhale, you're gonna bring your hands down to the ground and make a noise. Okay, let's do 3 like that. Breathe in. Do it again, breathe in. Make sure you stick your tongue out. One more big breath. Very slowly come up to stand. Bring your hands to your heart. You guys are ready. I'm so excited and so proud of you. Have a great time today. Bye.
Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It is time to ride. We just want to make sure that you remember to take all of the safety precautions when it comes to the COVID-19 recommendations in your area. Also, wear a helmet, be alert, and make sure that you're riding under parental supervision. Remember to post on social media using the hashtag Trike and Bike. Now, count down with us and remember to have a lot of fun today.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,